Renee here. It's really me, Renee with an A. And welcome to Fattie McFattville Friday. Ooh.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better.
Okay, in this jar here is the pounds I have to lose. Right now, I have 100 marbles in there. That's a lot of marbles to lose. I'm going to try to lose more than that, clearly. I want to lose about 150 plus pounds, but for right now, this is a really good start. I need to get some more marbles or beads to put in here, but right now there are 100 marbles in here, which equals 100 pounds. So when I lose pounds, I'm going to transfer them into here. Pounds lost. Bye-bye. So right now I've lost 13.2 pounds, so I'm going to transfer just 13. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Boom. Pretty good start for my first 3 weeks. All right. Awesome. Yes, welcome back to my weight loss journey. And that is true, as you've seen there. That's what I'm going to start doing every week, is put my pounds that I've lost in the jar with the marbles. I think that's a cool way. Saw that on Pinterest many years ago, and I just think that's a neat way, a neat visual to see the pounds going into another jar. Not literal pounds, but they can be like, you know, representation of the pounds. And I have started at, if you're just joining me, this is the first time you're watching me, go back and watch my other videos. This is the 4th one. This is my 4th week. And I started January 1st at 346.6. And now, January 19th, last Friday, I weigh in every Friday. I weighed 333.4. Yes, very good start. So I have lost 13.2 pounds in 4 weeks. And I keep a little journal, a little log of it, and I've also already added another journal that I can write in like each day type of stuff. So it's not just about my weight. I write in here, I write my schedule and different things like that, but mostly I do put like things I've ate and my weight and stuff like that. It's really good to kind of write down and see what you have ate sometimes and be like, I need to do a little better than what I have been doing there. So it's good to keep some journalage. So, and this I did last week on my channel that I got in my Ipsy bag, but I thought it was really cool that I will conquer weight loss this year. Sure will. And I want you to come along with me on this journey. And I want to say already off the bat, thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. And I want to thank all my friends, my new friends, my old friends, family, anyone who has been on my channel and that watches me for all the support you've been giving me, guys. Like, oh, it makes it so much easier. That's what this is about. And then I come right back, and if you're doing a weight loss journey too, I've been watching your channels as much as I can. There's so many people on their journeys right now. It's really, really cool here on YouTube. And we support each other. That's what it's all about. And I'm loving it. You guys, high five. Y'all are giving me such great support, because I'll go in sometimes during the week. I'll get like some new subscribers, or people will leave comments and things, and it just gives me that boost that I need to be like, okay, I can do this, I got this, when I may be feeling a little peakish and like, oh, should I eat the vegetables or should I eat the ice cream sundae? Yeah, then I get your support and I'm like, nope, I'm doing this, I am losing this weight this year. All right, so let's talk about my week a little bit. I think I have done really good this week. I have ate tons of vegetables, and I'm really not getting that sick of them. I'm doing making them different types of way, or when I order them out, I'm trying to get different ones. And I'm the type of person, I know it may not be as easy for some other people, because there's a lot of people I'm just realizing that don't like a lot of vegetables. I like a whole list of stuff. I've always kind of been that type of eater. Even there's some things like I do like spinach, but I don't really like it like by itself, but I'll eat it. And I really don't, I'm starting to like more and more like turnip greens and greens and stuff like that, or collard greens. They got to be cooked the right way. And so usually here in the South, we smother them in like fat back and bacon grease and stuff, which again, I have that. But there are other ways to flavor stuff and make them taste really good. So I'm kind of one that even if it's something I don't particularly like that well, I will still eat it because I know that it's good for me. But there is a big variety of vegetables that I do really, really like. And this week, I've had so many. I feel so healthy, feel so good already. I have like extra bursts of energy, which those shakes that I do, the meal replacements, really, really help with that. And they really do curb my appetite. Now this week, I have done a little better about, which I have last week as well. I don't always do it every day, but I do try to do a meal replacement. I do a slim fast shake for breakfast, sometimes for lunch. Sometimes I will eat lunch because I do maid service and we're out and about. So we do stop and have lunch, but I always will get a salad or vegetables. And if it's somewhere I don't like, I have my shake with me. So I always opt to have that option to do my shake instead. And then I will, sometimes if I've had lunch, I will have my shake for dinner. Now this week, because I went to Walmart, and they're really, to me, they're cheaper than the grocery store on getting the meal replacement powder or pre-made shakes. But this week I have, which I've had before in the past, and I do like them. They taste really good. I got their brand, the Equate brand, which I know, Walmart, sometimes a nightmare to go into. I try to avoid it at all costs. When I have to go to Walmart, I have my list prepared, and I try to get what's on that list and get out of there, because the people and yeah. So I don't go there as often, not like supporting Walmart or nothing. No, I'm really more for the mom and pop stores, but sometimes you gotta go to Wally World. But I do get the Equate brand sometimes, the meal replacement. I always get the chocolate girl. I've tried the vanilla and stuff, and it's just not as good to me. Now the only difference with this, I mean, you still get all your vitamins, the same thing. I mean, a huge list of the vitamins, is that it does have more garbage because I do get garbage. That's what it sounded like. More carbs. Better say the word right. Has more garbage in it. Ugh. Does have a little more sugar and a little more carb, but that's okay because, and I try to stay low carb as possible on everything I do eat. So for my shakes, it's okay if I have a little bit higher carb. It's never made a difference to me that I have seen. So we'll find out when I get on the scales here in a little bit if it has made a difference. I don't think it will. Crossing my fingers. So, but I still get my vitamins, my fiber, all of that. And it's convenient. When you're really on the go, you can grab this and it tastes really good cold. I've been drinking them cold this week. Last week and some of the other weeks when it was a lot colder outside, I use the powder and drink it hot. But number one thing, guys, I say it every time, water, 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 water. And I have to have like 8 of these, and I think I surpassed that. I think I am waterlogged. I do drink a good bit of water, and I have this week also, I've done the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar twice. Ugh. I have not succeeded at fully doing that every day. It's so hard. It's so nasty. But I know it's so good for me. And I have added lemon and lime, sometimes fresh ones I cut up. I've put those in my water, which helps, flavor it. And I haven't really done the Crystal Light and things like that, but I have done those in the past. And I have, like I said, ate so many vegetables, and I stay away from the dark sodas. I have like 1 Coke Zero a week at a certain restaurant we go to, and I just don't do the diet sodas or none of that. You don't need it. You don't need it. Your body needs the water. So I think I've done pretty well this week. I hope. I've done well so far this whole month. I'm coming up on next week, February 2nd. That next Friday will be 1 month. 1 month already. See how it flies by so quickly? I don't know if you're like me, okay? If you have started a diet before or anything, it doesn't even have to be the diet. If it's anything you have tried to conquer for years and then you've never done it, in your mind, in my mind, this is how my mind works. It like plays over and over and over of how much time I've wasted. Like last year in this book, actually, like I said, I started this and quit so many times. It says actually, I believe February 20th, 2017 at the top there. I started at 3:49 then. And I wasted a whole nother year again. And so that'll make me beat myself up more and more and more all the time. If I wasted another year, look at all the time I've wasted when I could be doing it. And it flies by. It really does so quickly. It's like, I don't know. It's going to take so long. Look at here. I'm already almost a month into this. And I feel like I just started. I feel like it was just Christmas, which it really was. But the month and the days, they go by so fast. And then I feel like it's really not that hard. I can do this. And I know I'll have some bad days, which I've had. Like last week was kind of hard because I was off the routine and all that. But this week I've consistently just done it every week. Now, I did try to start. I did. And I think this was Monday. I got on YouTube, of course, on my TV. And I tried to find my old exercise. I'm not going to tell you what I do yet until I actually find what I've been looking for, because I know you're all going to get a wonderful, beautiful laugh. But it works. Laugh when these pounds start shedding off of me. But there is an exercise video that I love to do. And but it's gone. It's gone off YouTube. I cannot find it. So there's only like clips of it and stuff. And I'm like, I can't work out to this. They had another video by this person on there for the full length. And it was more toning up and they were on the floor. And I'm like, I cannot stay on this floor the whole time. I still have a gut in the way. You know, there's still limited exercises that I can and cannot do until I shed some more weight off. So there is one video, well, there's more than one by this person that I can do, and it's fun. I love it. Whatever, I don't care. But so I did try. I set it up. I tried to do one of the other videos, and I didn't get a good workout, so I was trying to film that. So I have not started my exercise routine. So either next week or the week after, maybe for the second month into it. Because, you know, the first month can be a little trying sometimes because it's all about changing up your old habits, kicking out a lot of those old habits. And it takes some time to get used to that change. And I feel like now I'm just starting to really get into that groove, and it's sinking in what I should have, what I can't have. Because like John and Rosie tonight, actually, they wanted some pizza. So I went to Pizza Hut and got the pizza, but I didn't get any for myself. I had to smell it. I had to carry it. I purchased it. And I watched them eat it as I drank my shake. Sometimes that can be really hard. And it's like, oh, but I'm kind of over that. Like, that's okay. You know, I can't have that. That is why I am here. Now, I know there's other different diets out there that maybe some of y'all can have. Pizza or this, that. On mine, I cut out bread. I don't have any pasta. I don't have any starches, any, low carb, so, or no carbs, low carb or no carbs, no potatoes, things like that. I've cut out a whole lot because I have a long way to go. So I'm strictly like meat, and I stay away from some red meat. I've had a little bit of steak and a little bit of pork, but mostly chicken and fish is what I have, and vegetables. So many vegetables. Now, one thing I am going to do, so I promise I will start y'all keep reminding me, if you don't see me film the first of the month, next month, on that week, if you don't see me film my exercise routines, be like, Renee, you ain't doing your exercises, girl, like you said you was. You better get on it. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to do it. I promise. So I'm going to try to order. They do have the videos online, so I'm going to try to order me once. I'll have it, and then I can go to town on that video. So now, also one thing I think I am ready to incorporate here and there in my diet, which is really good for your body too, is certain kind of cleanses. And I may do that this next coming week. After this weigh-in, for the next coming week, I may do the cabbage soup diet this week. Now, I may keep my meal replacements for breakfast and for lunch, so I won't have any lunch. Then for dinner every night, I will be able to have as much cabbage soup if I make the soup, which I probably will, because it's really good. Because you can put like, if you research on the internet, and I may put a recipe down below that I use, but there's all kinds of different variations of this cabbage soup diet recipe that you can use. I've done it before, and it tastes really good. But after a week, not gonna lie, it becomes really hard. So you're like, cabbage again, and I can't sit on the toilet anymore. It will clean you out. So I think I need that. I think I need that at this point. So, but I know I need it, but I'm thinking, am I ready for it? So I will decide. So that will be to come. If I don't do it this coming week, I'm definitely going to incorporate that in there really soon. So, cabbage soup diet. Oh yeah. It will clear you out. Yes, it will. Now it's time for the segment of what fat people don't want to talk about. Oh yeah. We already talked about how there's not fat-friendly booths, tables at restaurants. Oh yeah, I had that discussion the last time or two ago about how don't fit in to certain restaurant booths. I mean, it's so tight, you cannot even breathe. Yeah. Well, this week, I want to talk about, here's something that fat people don't want to talk about, that I'm going to talk about. Because I can, because I've been fat for a very long time. So I can talk about this. This is a doozy. I don't know if y'all are ready for this. I don't know if you're ready for the truth. Those of you plus size, poo size folk, you may understand this. This is according to your shape, too, and how big you really are, okay? And I'm not making fun of big folk. I am a big folk, and I've been a big folk my whole life. So, I have a right to say this, okay? Big folk cannot reach their bums, okay? And then what I'm talking about is when we use the restroom, okay? And when we shower. This is a big problem. It is another epidemic for plus size folk. Male, female, she-male, he-male, I don't care who males, whatever it is a problem for big folk for a long, long time. Okay? This is something I will not miss because my weight is in my belly. Okay? And when I sit down, when I stand up, I don't feel as bad. I know my belly's still big, but when I sit down, I'm like a busted can of biscuits sometimes, if you know what I mean. Okay? And the belly is in the way. It's like hanging over the toilet, when you're sitting there. So you kind of have to do this maneuver like this and maybe press up against the wall. I have broke many a toilet seats in my life. Okay, there's one thing to break chairs. Big folk for years have broke chairs, what have you, or swings or different things like that. But we never discuss the fact that we have broke toilet seats, okay? This is a problem. I've crushed toilet seats at the bottom, the little things. If you lift a toilet seat up, okay, if you've never paid attention to this, you're all going to go in the restroom later and you're going to lift the toilet seat up and you're going to see under the toilet that there's these little things like pedestals. I've crushed those to smithereens from using a toilet over and over. And then eventually the toilet, if you've ever sat on a public toilet or somewhere or a friend that's bigger size, their toilet at their home, if the toilet seat shifted and it goes like this, rickety, they got the problem of reaching the bum. The problem of reaching the plus size bum. Yeah, it is a problem. It's a problem to reach down under there, under the gut, and lift the gut up and get in there and do what you got to do. Yeah, same thing in the shower. I tell all my plus size friends, get a sprayer in the shower so you can just up in there and clean out what you need to clean out. And I've said this for years. John laughs at me. Other people laugh at me. I'm like, yeah, laugh away because you've never experienced this or had this problem. It sucks. It's a terrible problem. Okay? When you try to get clean in the shower, try to reach around, unless you got some long that's what you need. You need go-go gadget arms to reach around some of these bums. I can't get there. How do you get in there? Yeah. Okay. That is my what fat people don't want to talk about rant. It feels so good. It feels so freeing to get that out there for you smaller folk who may not even have thought of this. You may be horrified now. Like, I could have went my whole life and never known that. Well, now you know some of the things that plus size folk have to deal with. It's the truth. I'm sorry. If you don't like the truth, then hit it because this is the truth. It is the truth. I'm telling you. And I know I'm not the biggest folk out there. I mean, all joking aside, I know some of y'all are probably laughing at this, but it's the truth. This is the only way us big folk really we need to do this is we have to laugh at ourselves sometimes. It's not, someone said I had a sadness about me. I'm sorry. I mean, I have been sad in my life. But I don't really have a sadness about me. I'm sorry, but thank you, baby. But it's just some things that they we don't want to talk about, especially if, which I don't even know if I've ever discussed it with another plus size friend. Maybe one or two. Actually, there is maybe one or two I have. But I've said it to John all the time, and he's just like, oh gosh. So now I get to share it with y'all, with the whole world, whoever's watching. It is an epidemic. Okay. So there's not very many fat-friendly booths at restaurants. And we cannot reach our bums. This is a fact. This is a fact. This is a fact, Jack. I'm sorry. Take it or leave it. I feel so much better by sharing that all with y'all. Yeah. So, everybody's like, oh gosh. You either turned me off or you're still viewing and you're like, did she just tell us that she can't reach her bum sometime? Not anymore. Not anymore. Is it just me? Or already almost a month into this, I feel like my face is a little skinnier. What y'all think? I think it is. That's where I always lose the weight first. I'm so glad. Don't let this anymore. I really do. I think I've lost weight in my face already. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, getting to the weigh-in. I showed you last time what 1 pound looks like, and that is a whole lot. That's just something I tell myself every time because I always get really nervous. Whether I've done good or bad for a week, I always get nervous when it comes to the weigh-in time because I'm just like, because I have stepped on the scales before. This is why I don't weigh in every day. Because your weight capacitor really fluctuates. I will learn how to talk one of these days. But your weight, it's like this sometimes, and then sometimes you will reach a plateau at some point. I have been there in the past before, and it can be really discouraging when you know you're doing really well and then you don't see the poundage come off of the scale when you weigh in. So for those of you who want to weigh in like every day, I know you get anxious and you want to see that weight come off, but then sometimes you may step on it and you're a few pounds heavier. And it's according to the times too. I always weigh in at the same time. It's usually in the morning time when there's nothing on my stomach and all that. So it is according to when you weigh in as well. Because if you weigh in after a heavy lunch or something, what have you, of course you're going to get different results. And different scales too. I always try to use the same scale and no one else's. I don't get on someone else's because I'm like, I don't know if their scale is right. I don't want to see those numbers any higher. So I did show you what 1 pound looks like. And that is a lot. And when someone showed me that before on some video or something I saw, I was like, I will never complain if I lose 1 pound in a week or so, because that is a pound gone. Count it gone. But I have maintained for the first time in a while. Because usually by my 3rd week, I'm like just losing 2 pounds, maybe 3. But I did lose 4.6 pounds last week, which really surprised me. I was like, wow. So I'm curious to see. Usually it goes down after a while when your body adjusts and gets used to the diet you're on. Usually it starts maintaining to 2 to 3 pounds, which is very healthy, which is the right way to lose weight. Not like drastically on some of these shows, they do like 20 pounds a week or so. I just really don't think that's that healthy unless you're like really, 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 really overweight. And you can lose that in a week if you are big plus sized, So, before we do the weigh-in, I do want to show you one more thing that I did get at the drugstore that I really do like. And I got these just to have here and there, just to satisfy just a little craving for chocolate. I am a chocolate type person. So, and there are other options out there. I do enjoy these. Russell Stover's has the sugar-free. So if you're looking for a good sugar-free chocolate, and the Pecan Delight, I have to say I've tried them all, is my favorite. It really is my favorite. And So, you know, some people count calories, some people do about the fat. I'm about the carbs. And this one, it's got the sugar alcohol, which is 15, so you minus that from the 19, so it's 4 carbs. Then there's the dietary fiber, so it's 3 carbs, 3 or 4 carbs for 2 pieces. That is really good. Really, really good. And I usually just eat one. And when I do eat one, which I haven't had these since Christmas time, and I did get the coconut too because they were on sale for 2 for $3. And they're really good too. Really, really good. So, and it's really just a small little, you know, just a little pick-me-up if you want, like, you know, a little, if you're craving a little dessert type taste at night. And I also try to not eat past 7 o'clock, which is really hard. You shouldn't eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. And a lot of times, I'm an old person now, I'm knocked out in my chair by 10, like barely keeping my eyes open, ready to go to bed. So try not to eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Okay. Weigh-in time. Weigh-in time is here. Weigh-in time. Yeah. That just, I don't know where that came from. There's just a song in my heart today about weighing in. All right, let's see how I did this week. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go.